Hey guys, Peter here to do an EP review. Today I'm here to tell you all about the latest from the Arson Choir, Invisible Monsters, out October 2nd on War Against Records. This EP has 6 tracks and 23 minutes in length. This is a deeply personal release. When you look at the title, when you look at the lyrics, and when you look at the way the music is coming at you, put all of it together and you have an emotionally driven release from top to bottom. We all have monsters within us, that Jekyll and Hyde feel, we all have that. We all have monsters on the outside that we deal with on a daily basis. We all have demons that we deal with on a daily basis. This release tackles a lot of those demons, a lot of those monsters as far as the band is concerned. Now, from a listener perspective, we all can relate to it because we all have those same demons, or at least some of them, and we have those same monsters in our lives. The more you connect with the band and the lyrics and the songs on that level, the more emotionally charged this release becomes. So I love when bands get a little bit stripped down in front of us. They give us a little bit of the insight of what makes them tick, what drives their creativity, what drives their art, and allow us to peek and see that they're humans just like us. It allows the fans to deeper connect with the band and have a better understanding for their music, where they're coming from and where they're going. This EP does that for the fans of this band. Now, as far as tracks are concerned, let's go one by one, and starting off with the first track on the EP, Just a Tip. This song is very intense, very aggressive from the go. Great tempo, pushing the song forward. The vocals are very dynamic, matching the overall intensity of the track, and then the closing of the track is absolutely demolishing. But the thing that I took away from this song was the vocal anguish that you get from the delivery of the lyrics. Those vocals are just deeply emotional. They have just so much pain and suffering in them. I love them, really elevating the quality of this track. Next, Tracker Jacker. This is a Jekyll and Hyde song. The verses offer you a lot more heaviness, a lot more substance, and then the chorus is a lot more melodic. So this song is a roller coaster ride of ups and downs between verses and chorus. Now, they did a very good job connecting the track so the track doesn't feel broken, but it definitely pulls you in different directions depending on which portion of the song you're on, the verses or the chorus. Still a really well connected track, very dynamic vocally and very dynamic in general. Next, White Girls, one of my favorite tracks on this release. This song starts off in a very intense way. The vocals are grimy, the guitar feel grimy as well, which adds intensity to how the song sounds and how the song is put together. The chorus is slightly more melodic. Not a lot more melodic, there's not a huge difference between the verses and the chorus, but definitely a little bit more, let's put it that way, a little bit more melody, and the chorus is definitely present. But still, the intensity level, and that's one of the main things of this track, is the intensity that it has. It's present throughout all the portions of the song, either be the verses or the chorus. You never feel like there's a dip of intensity across this track, making the song musically very balanced. Next is ABQ Blue. There is a guitar bridge in this song that really builds pressure towards the bringing of the vocals in, because you feel like you need the vocals, you need them to come in and destroy the track, and that's exactly what happens. This felt like a more experimental track, if you will, of all the 6 tracks on this release. This is the one that I felt that they took a little bit more of an outside the box approach. And I like it. It has still a huge emotional baggage to how it sounds and how it feels and how it comes across. And I felt that they let the emotion run its course. They didn't try to control it. They didn't try to steer it in one direction. They let the emotions take control, making this a more organic, more experimental song, going where those emotions took them. That's how this song felt to me. Next, Knife Me For It, my favorite track on the album. I love this song. Straight to the point. It's raw, unapologetic. It still shows some melody throughout, but overall it has a lot of heaviness built in, a lot of aggression and intensity. The melody that it has is not your natural melody in terms of making the song brighter. It's actually a very dark and somber melody, and I love how that atmosphere really permeates through the rest of the track, making the overall song feel very dark and somber, very negative. A real scary kind of track because it puts you in a very dark mindset. But I really enjoyed it. It's my favorite track on this EP. Last but not least, Lot Lizard. Very interesting song. Vocally, this song nails it. Perhaps on a vocal perspective, the song that is as close to perfection as you could get in terms of getting the most out of the track and the most out of the lyrics. Wide range. You really get a little bit of everything that this band can do, both musically and vocally. The bass work on this track is outstanding. It really comes into the forefront. You really hear the bass on this song, and I love it. It adds a little bit more grooviness to the way the song sounds, and it also adds a little bit more presence. It brings the mood of the track down ever so slightly. Once again, very grimy, very heavy, very driven. I love how the guitars sound, but I love the bass. The bass really controls the guitars. It controls the energy that the guitars have. There is a melodic bridge that brings some darkness as well to the song, but overall this song alternates moods, it alternates presence, a song that just has a lot of life in it, sometimes dark life, sometimes brighter life, but there's a lot of energy built into this track, and I love how the song is constructed, and I love how the song is delivered. This is it, the Arson Choir with Invisible Monsters, out October 2nd on War Against Records. Let me know your thoughts on the band. Use the comment section below. I'll be reading those and getting back to you. Take care, guys.